All the ones I go to, this one seems to have the most interaction with the fans and the artists. There's just something about it where they really feel a comfort zone of coming up, and I feel a real connection. Like they will actually ask, they'll bring me pictures and say, hey, how do I draw a hand? How do I make this better? And even when I came last year, I had kids emailing me for months afterwards. And one girl came up this year and said, remember you showed me how to do hands? Here, look at this. And she showed me the ones that she did, and it was so much better. And it's just something really about this, that there's a sense of doing it for the kids. I think with other cons, a lot of times, it's almost as if the adults come and they drag their kids. Here, they bring their kids, and then they sit back and enjoy it as well. And I think that's the big thing that separates it. This is The Offenders. I actually wrote it with the help of my 15-year-old son and my 13-year-old son. So it's the three of us. So we wanted to do a book about bullying because it's so prevalent now. It's not like when I was a kid. It wasn't quite as, in the news as it is now. But I didn't want to be preachy. I didn't want to be a standard book about, the kid that gets picked on with glasses and he's on the chess team and that kind of thing. But what I did was I had that these are the kids that are bullies, and may not necessarily know it, because some kids will tease people like, oh, I'm being funny. But like, well, if you're hurting his feelings, it's not funny to him. So one of the things that I did was I wanted to make it an adventure book. So these are 5 middle grade kids. They're kind of school bullies. They get these superpowers, but instead of becoming really cool like Superman or Batman or Green Lantern, they actually take on the characteristics of the kids that they pick on. So the little guy who picks on the overweight kid, when he transforms, he gets really big. The girl who is talking to kids, oh, you're so little and mousy, and you're such a mouse, and you don't speak up, she actually shrinks down to the size of a mouse. The girl that picks on the really skinny girls is like literally like as thin as a sheet of paper. And the kid that talks about the smart kids and bullies them gets super, super smart, but then he's also very uncoordinated. So he has almost no physical ability. He's got to think his way out of it. So now they have to go to save the school, but they're embarrassed because they don't want to be seen like this because now they're being teased. So it's really a whole comeuppance with these guys and walking in another kid's shoes. And really my hope is for them to go, oh, what role do I have on there? So that kid that's a little different, maybe I shouldn't have done some of the stuff that I've done, and really get them to think more of it and be more compassionate. That's one of the other really big things, because there's so many librarians that will come in, and even one of the women who just bought a book, she had her little girls with her, and she's like, I'm going to tell my school about this book, and I'm going to try to get in the curriculum, and I want to bring you in. And it's really that sort of like, that kumbaya moment of like, okay, let's all work together, because it really is about the kids. And that's what makes this what it is. And I'll be back here next year as well.